Hello guys. So najua mnanijua na obviously mnashangaa mbona niko peke yangu leo. But the thing is that we are introducing a new show called Main Plug Lifestyle Show. So I know you know me, but let me just remind you my names again. I'm Faith Ndanu and I have a guest here, but he's going to introduce himself later. So kama kawaida, we're going to play our usual game. I'm going to count from 1 to 5. Make sure that you go to YouTube, hit that subscription button, like our videos, watch them, comment on them. So my guest here will help me to count. So I'll start. 1,
2,
3,
4.
and 5. So make sure umefika pale YouTube, subscribe. Yeah, we need your support guys. So for leo tuko na mgeni hapa, naona ameng'ara. But let me not start. First, you'll introduce yourself. Yeah.
So my name is Omoni Collins. I'm a student at Rongo University.
Oh, you're a student.
Yeah.
So kindly tell us what you do.
So I'm a practicing journalist, a mentor, a writer, and a poet.
And a poet.
And a model in addition.
Wow,
yeah.
Great. I can see. You model. I can see it.
Yeah.
I can see it from the way you look. Before we go far,
Yeah.
what is this?
This is a whisk.
It's a whisk.
Yeah.
It's called a whisk.
Yeah, this is a whisk.
So what does it do, or what does it signify?
This signifies my patriotism to my African continent. Like this time I am doing poetry and I'm blogging on social media about the beauty of Africa. So this is a sign of patriotism in me as an African.
Oh, so it shows how patriotic you are to your culture as an African.
Yeah.
Na mbona hujavaa kofia?
So
Utavaa tu. So you've said culture.
Yeah.
Which culture? Where are you from specifically? Tell us.
So I don't always like to identify myself with my tribe, but it is just normal for one to identify himself with his tribe. So I am from the Luo nation, as they call themselves. But all in all, I am an African.
You're an African.
Yeah.
That's nice. We love. This is great. You're doing great.
Yeah.
At least you're being patriotic.
Yeah.
Si kama sisi hapa. We have nothing to identify us as Africans. But our color maybe.
Yeah. That's an identity of its own. Yeah.
Okay. So, just tell me more about Kolo. Who is Kolo? How did he grow up? Tell me that.
So, Kolo is just as an African boy who grew up in a village. I grew back in Kisumu and some part of Homa Bay. I also spent my life in Nandi, and then for now I've found myself in Rongo.
Yeah, you found yourself in Rongo.
Yeah.
So you model, you're a poet.
Yeah.
How did that come about? What inspired you?
So I want to say that with modeling, it is the people who instilled me the modeling passion. So when I joined campus, my friends told me that you sound to be a model. Why can't you try the field of modeling? Because they told me the way you dress, the way you walk like a model. So, and also it is also good to listen to the voice of the people. So I say that if the people themselves have seen the potential in me, so why not go and try? So I went for the first time to vie for Mr. Fresher, that is Rongo University. Yeah. That is when my journey as a model began. Yeah.
Oh. So you're at which year?
I am still in my first year. Yeah.
You're still in your first year and you're doing all that.
Yeah.
That's nice. That's very great. Because mimi hapa ni second year.
Yeah.
I've never done any. I don't even know what I can do. Mimi tu nakwanga tu.
But it is always say that the journey of self-discovery is always slowly. So
it's slow.
Yeah.
So in time, I'll discover something about myself.
And you'll be able to do it.
Yeah. So you've not told me about poetry. You're also a poet.
Yeah.
How did that come about too?
So poetry, I started my poetry in high school. So in high school, I had the opportunity to be a leader in high school. So at some extent, I could not just speak to the students during assemblies in giving out information. Sometimes I used poetry in delivery of my message. Yeah, to catch the attention and to bring the reality of the message I wanted to communicate rather than when I just speak it out. Yeah.
So is poetry, does it lie in a specific line or is it broad?
Yeah, like I do poetry in different things. Like, for example, an idea can come and I rehearse on it. So I don't write my poetry. I just brainstorm and uh,
It just flows.
and recite. Yeah, yeah,
Oh, that's nice. That's very nice. So you're a poet, you're a model, you do so much.
yeah.
Do your parents know that you do all these things?
Yeah, I want to say that my parents know. Like when I told my dad that I joined modeling,
Uh-huh.
he was worried and he even told me that why do you choose to join modeling? And I told him that with the profession I'm doing, I need to be best. I need to have various skills in different fields. So I told him, I convinced him that I joined modeling because I don't know what the media space will offer to me after my education. Because with the media, you need to be flexible in any field because you don't know how the world will treat you after the education. Yeah.
So they after telling them that, they just accepted it.
Of which,
Did they accept it, wholeheartedly, or are they like, it's okay?
though my dad saw it that people view modeling in different perspective.
Uh-huh.
Like when we view models in the media and the way the lifestyles of models are, so they view models in a negative way, but in reality modeling has a lot of things, and we believe that we are great people in the society, people with a vision and a mission to change and bring good things within our society. Yeah.
So you mentioned something about your career.
Yeah.
So would you mind telling us what you do?
Yeah, I am a student taking journalism and communication. Yeah.
Yeah, so I see where all that comes from. Modeling, poetry,
Yeah.
and media studies,
Yeah.
they're intertwined.
Yeah.
So how is it being a model? Is it challenging? What challenges do you go through?
I want to say that as a model, the people, they so call themselves the cloud. Your people who always cheer you when you go for runway, they expect a lot from you as a model in terms of your lifestyle. Yeah, in terms of how you dress, you need to portray the model in you. Yeah. And
So they have high expectations.
yeah, they have high expectations on you. So
And do you meet those expectations?
I can say it is difficult. It is somehow difficult to meet the expectation because it is not always 100% efficient for someone to be where he or she expects to be. Yeah.
Yeah, so speaking of expectations,
Yeah.
we all know how we live here in campus.
Yeah.
And since people will expect so much from you, so how can you describe your life here in campus? Is it, that high, medium, low life? How is it?
Like I can say that I just describe my lifestyle to be just normal. Yeah. I take
Normal.
I take my lifestyle to be normal. Yeah. Just as any other comrade as we call ourselves. Yeah.
Also, there's no big difference, between you and us.
Though people might see that there is big difference in terms of the way you dress, in terms of the way you carry yourself. Yeah. People might see you like the way I dress. They have a lot of expectation. They may feel that you are great, you have some cash with you.
Yeah,
But
all
yeah,
these clothes, they're not
yeah,
that cheap. You must have money.
yeah,
How do you manage
yeah.
to purchase all these outfits?
So I want to say that with the little I get from the industry, that is the art, I can say, for example, when I get something from modeling or from drama, yeah, I use some percentage of it in buying my attires.
Oh.
Yeah,
So all these pays
yeah.
generally.
I can say that art pays when you have the passion in it.
Oh.
Yeah,
You've told me the challenges that you go through
yeah,
in modeling.
yeah.
You're also a poet. Huh?
Yeah.
Please, mention some of the challenges.
So, like in poetry, I can say that an idea can come, but to try to bring out the message, but it fails. So you get demoralized after sometimes because you try to bring the idea, but it is not coming out. Yeah. So those are some challenges come out with poetry. Yeah.
What about acting?
Acting. So
You're a drama person.
acting is about time and sacrifice. So like I can say with the drama, it needs a lot of time. So like for instance, when we practice for a festival, you find you are out of lectures at 4, you go take book at you take the books at the room, you come back to the hall to rehearse. Like when we come at 4, you leave maybe at 9, you have assignments to do. So it is drama is a matters with the time, but I say modeling is not so, it's not a big deal because you can go, you practice modeling for around 1 hour, you break. But drama, it needs a lot of time and the ability to memorize
Yeah,
the
yeah,
lines.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
No, that's hard.
yeah,
It's hard. It requires a lot of time.
yeah,
So, generally, you're an artist.
yeah,
I can call you that because you do a lot of stuff.
yeah.
So, how does it feel being an artist?
So being an artist, you need to have self-discovery. That's the first thing. You need to plan yourself, and also you need to brand yourself as an artist.
Yeah,
Because without a brand, you're not an artist. Yeah.
yeah. And how do you manage, balancing studies and all these other things that you do?
So I say that I can say that you find these of some of the things I do in the art industry. We go for training after lectures,
Yeah.
unless when we go for the festivals, of which the school gives us the permission to go out of the school. So that is the advantage part of it, that we do some of these things when we are free with the lectures. So it is a matter of of planning yourself with the time you have. Like for instance, sometimes I work past midnight when planning. Like when I have a modeling event and I want to prepare myself, making creative attires, like such things. So it takes an extent that you overwork yourself even past midnight to prepare yourself. And I also want to say that there are also other people who assist me prepare these things. Yeah. So it is not just me alone. There are people who give me the moral and physical support. Yeah.
So all these things require time,
Yeah.
especially okay, modeling doesn't require that much time.
Yeah.
But if you have an event,
Yeah.
you need the time.
Yeah.
So you said you're a student at Rongo University.
Yeah.
And we have this thing that I'm hearing.
Yeah.
There's going to be a what is it called, cultural week.
Yeah.
So how are you prepared?
I want to say that I'm physically and mentally prepared to go for the event. That is, we'll be modeling next week Friday. So as a model, you need to be prepared physically and mentally, because with the runway, you need not to have high expectation as a model,
Yes.
because you can be challenged. You can go with the expectation of being crowned as the
The winner.
winner, but
Yes.
you may not meet the expectation. So it needs your attention to be physically, mentally prepared for the event. Yeah.
Oh, So you are prepared,
Yeah,
both
I'm prepared.
physically and
Yeah.
mentally.
Even if I don't get the
The
crown,
crown, yeah.
it's because as model we have something called model unity.
Yeah, yeah.
So you appreciate your fellow model. If my fellow model get the crown, it is my mandate to appreciate,
Yes.
because with art it is a matter of time. My turn will come,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I will get my
true,
crown. Yeah.
true. Yeah, I love your optimism.
Yeah.
So before we go on with our interview, I'm going to read some few comments that people are sending. So I'll read 3. We have one from Miss Brenda Michelle, who is watching us from Kiambu. Anasema show iko lit. We have Quincy Ando anasema gotea kolo. Kolo umegotewa.
Asante sana.
Yeah. And we have Hilary Ouma. Hilary Ouma is watching us all the way from Nairobi. Amesema show iko poa sana. Yeah, so Kolo,
Yeah.
you have siblings.
Yeah.
Yeah, I presume so. You
Yeah.
have siblings.
Yeah.
So as in how do they look up to you? Kuna wenye pia wao ni models kama wewe, or poets or actors, yeah?
Yeah, I can say that I have my younger sister, and perhaps he might be one of the models these coming days, because
Coming model.
yeah, because always see him that he is much interested on how I dress.
Yeah. Do they look up to you?
Of course they look up to me, because as an elder I need to be a role model to them. Yeah.
Yeah, so kuna mmoja wao anataka kuwa kama wewe, anataka kuact,
Yeah, though
model.
she has not said verbally that she wants to be like me, but we say that the visual part of it communicates much about it. So because she, like I've said, that my sister is always, I think in these few days he will be one of the models. Yeah. Because he's always inspired with how I dress. Yeah.
Yeah, that okay. So not only your sister, but see, you've been modeling, you've been acting, so generally many people know you.
Yeah.
Tell them one word, give them that one word of inspiration. There's someone who wants to be like you. Yeah, so just talk to them.
So I want to say that within the art industry, it is ability of you to be self-inspired with what you want to do. Have self-discovery. After having the discovery, then go to the place where you feel you can fit within the art. If it is acting, if it is modeling, if it is drama, if it is music, go. We have different avenues within the institution where you can go and invest your talent. And I always say that there is nothing which pays like art. So art pays a lot. So it's a matter of discovery, self-acceptance, and sacrifice within the art industry.
Yeah, so they've had it, discovery, self-acceptance,
and sacrifice.
Sacrifice, yeah, so they should just go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, people should go for whatever they want.
Yeah.
So, Kolo, we are coming to the end of our show. And before we finish up, you have to do something. You're a poet. I just want to listen. The viewers also want to listen to what you do. Just give us, a canvas hivi. Tusikie kenye unafanyanga.
So I want just to give out a poetry on the African beauty.
Oh, it's okay. Go ahead.
As the sun goes and sets beyond the mountains, the beauty of my land is manifested. Oh, Africa, my land, for many years I've cherished your beauty. For many years, my land, people have joked with the beauty you deserve. Oh, Africa, my land. What will I do to bring the beauty that you deserve? I believe that my art will not go in vain, but your beauty will come to manifestation. My Africa, Africa, my land, I deserve to be called an Africa. From the coastal regions to the mountains, your beauty will be manifested. And as the rivers flows and the tides sings, my land shall cherish. Oh, my Africa, your beauty will be manifested only for those who believes that we Africans shall cherish what we deserve as a nation.
Wow. Okay. That's so inspiring. You really love Africa.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've been talking about Africa from when we started. Now we are finishing.
Yeah.
It's still Africa.
Yeah, I cherish Africa because as a person you need to cherish your identity because yeah, I'm an African and I identify myself with Africa.
Yeah, that's nice. Kolo, you're doing a great job.
Yeah.
I'm happy. I've seen it. At least I've never seen you doing such things.
Yeah.
But saini nimekuona and it's dope. It's so dope. Continue the same spirit. Yeah, and we are here to support you. Yeah, so we've come to the end of our show. Yeah, and Kolo, it has been nice having you.
Yeah.
It has been great. I've loved the interview. It has been great. I've loved the interview.
Yeah.
And I hope we'll invite you some other time and you'll join us. Usikatai, usiringe. I know you have so much to show us.
Yeah.
Yeah, so guys, we've come to the end of our show. Hi. So guys, we have come to the end of our show. Yeah, it has been great having you. It has been episode 1 and you should definitely look out for episode 2. So kama kawaida, remember msubscribe, go up at YouTube, like, view, comment, fanyeni hizo vitu zote, tutashukuru sana. Na before I leave, I'll ask Kolo to finish up whatever he was doing. Yeah, that Africa poem was interesting, so just finish it up for us. Yeah.
For many years, we'll cherish your beauty. And across the world, nations shall come to thank the forefathers who shaped the beauty of our land. We'll walk miles and travel overseas, but we'll still come back within our continent to cherish our great culture. I'll be proud one day, like an African boy, to have a change within our continent. For I believe that there is nothing that African will not be called or be ranked where it is. But the flourishing sun and the stars that we deserve, the beauty of our land will be manifested from the art that we perform. Our land shall cherish. Africa, my land.
Africa, my land, your beauty is manifested. For I believe, just as our forefathers did, in fight for your beauty, we, as this generation, shall come to cherish your beauty.